John Calvin on Psalm 48. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, in the mountain of his holiness. Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, the city of the great King. God is known in her palaces for a refuge. For lo, the kings were assembled, they passed by together. They saw it, and so they marveled. They were troubled and hasted away. Fear took hold upon them, and pain, as of a woman in travail. Thou breakest the ships of Tarshish with an east wind. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. God will establish it forever. Selah. We have thought of thy lovingkindness, O God, in the midst of thy temple. According to thy name, O God, so is thy praise unto the ends of the earth. Thy right hand is full of righteousness. Let Mount Zion rejoice. Let the daughters of Judah be glad because of thy judgments. Walk about Zion. Go round about her. Tell the towers thereof. Mark ye her bulwarks. Consider her palaces, that ye may tell it to the generation following. For this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide, even unto death. The joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion. If the joy which men experience and cherish is without God, the issue of their joy at length will be destruction, and their laughter will be turned into gnashing of teeth. In the time of the prophet, the knowledge of the gospel, it is true, had not yet reached foreign nations. But he makes use of this manner of expression with the highest propriety to teach the Jews that true blessedness was to be sought for only from the gracious covenant of God, which was deposited in that holy place. At the same time also, he has foretold that which was at length fulfilled in the last time by the coming of Christ. For this we may learn, that to cause the hearts of the godly to rejoice, the favor of God alone abundantly suffices. As, on the contrary, when it is withdrawn, all men must inevitably be thrown into a state of wretchedness and sorrow. God in the palaces of Zion is known for a defense. By these words, the people of God are taught that although they dwell in strongholds and palaces, they must nevertheless be carefully on their guard, that this magnificence or loftiness may not shroud or conceal from their view the power of God, and that they be not like worldly men, who, resting satisfied with riches and earthly means of help, set no value whatever upon having God for their guardian and protector. Worldly wealth, from our natural perverseness, tends to dazzle our eyes, and to make us forget God, and therefore we ought to meditate with special attention upon this doctrine, that whatever we possess, which seems worthy of being prized, must not be permitted to obscure the knowledge of the power and grace of God, but that, on the contrary, the glory of God ought always clearly to shine forth in all the gifts with which he may be pleased to bless and adorn us, so that we may account ourselves rich and happy in him, and nowhere else. For this God is our God forever and ever. We do not have an uncertain God, or a God of whom we have only a confused or an indistinct apprehension, but one of whom we have a true and solid knowledge. When the faithful here declare that God will continue unchangeably steadfast to his purpose in maintaining his church, their object is to encourage and strengthen themselves to persevere in a continued course of faith.